kọ́kùnrin mo kóbìnrin mo kọ́mọdé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí àgbàlagbà wípé sí ètò ìgbéyàwó, talk traditional weddings and more with Meettheroyals. To the glory of God, today is a premiere. Ọba lánàá, ọba ló panimọ́, ọba tó pààyàn ẹni bí ẹni tí mo máa ń lórí ètò tó pa wá mọ́ opportunity season 27 to the glory of God. And we know that every season contains 10 different episodes. That means the Lord has helped us this far. Also, I want to appreciate the amazing people that support this show, particularly the amazing Jelenke Duchess, all the way from Nigeria. Thank you, Jelenke Duchess, for all your support. If you're looking for a place where to get your beautiful outfit, your ashwebi, your jewelry, your accessories, and then you don't want a situation of what I ordered versus what I get, contact Jelenke Duchess. They are there for you. Also, I want to appreciate the amazing Celebration International Magazine. Celebration International Magazine is your one-stop magazine. They are content creators. They have they take beautiful pictures and photos and videos at your events. If you want a reliable and not so expensive, you're looking for people to take your picture that will last for years and years, contact Celebration International Magazine. Thank you, Celebration International Magazine, for your support. Also, I have another beautiful, amazing people that support us on this show, Blanco Concepts. Blanco Concepts is also a very reliable photo and video videographers. They do great job. I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this because they support this show. They are good at what they do. I would never ever come here to tell you what is not. Contact Blanco Concepts. They are reliable. Their price is good, and their service is also very good. Thank you, Blanco Concept, for all your support. I also want to appreciate everyone that supports on this show. Iyawo Baba is here, everybody. Midday, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody that joined me already on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube and also on TikTok. My TikTokers are celebrating you. Real big event. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to those who are already giving us if our people are already celebrating us on TikTok. Please, TikTokers, you know that we have to keep this live. We have to keep it going. You have to keep it going, and you know what that means. You need to keep tapping so that we don't lose the live. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for a brand new episode, and of course, we know that before we bring in our topic for today, we need to go and sing our song. Oh, I'm playing one of my favorite songs today that I always love to sing. I've used this song on this show for so long. If you want to join me, please send an invite. I'll be happy to accept you. And the topic is already going to be on. We are all going to enjoy it. We are all going to celebrate with this topic. It's something that is very, very important. So let's go. I'm singing my favorite song again.
Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Civilization ló já gbàgbé gbogbo tàdá ìgbà. Nínú àṣà ìdílé dáná máa ń pè kàn ó ní ìfà lọ́mọ.
Tell people that the show has started. ETO IGBEYAWO is online, everybody.
Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Ọ̀làjúdé làwa gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Civilization ló jẹ́ àgbàgbé gbogbo dada ẹ̀ka. Nínú ọjà wọn tún máa ń lè kàn báyà tuntun. Ìyàwó àti kíkọ́ bá mú dèjì àrò tí ò ní ná. Wọ́n á wá ṣàdúrà fún ìyàwó nínú omi. Wọ́n á yóò mi tán mọ́ látòrí lọ. Títí lọ jẹ́sẹ̀ ìyàwó láyé fọ́ṣọ. Wọ́n nítorí kó má gbà níṣòro nílé ọkọ. Civilization ló gbàgbé.
Who else enjoy this music? I love this music.
Ọ̀làjúdé la wá gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Ọ̀làjúdé la wá gbàgbé àṣà ìdílé wa. Civilization ló jágbà. Tàdá ìgbà.
Hey, everybody, show me your dance emoji.
More music at
Come on, let's go.
Ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe, ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe. Òyìnbó ló ṣe wédiwé, ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe. Òyìnbó ló ṣe wédiwé,
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Òyìnbó ló ṣe wédiwé, ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Come on, everybody. Show me your dance emoji.
Ó tó wá di mọ́rí gìtá.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Ìjà ayé tipẹ́tipẹ́.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Ó tó di ìfọ́n wá kú mọ́tò.
ọ̀làjú
Ìjà ayé tipẹ́tipẹ́.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Ó tó di ìfọ́n káwọn kú bàjẹ́ o.
Oh my God, I love this
Ìjà ayé
music.
tipẹ́tipẹ́.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Ó tó di ìfọ́n wá lógo òjò.
ọ̀làjú ṣàlàṣe.
Ìjà ayé tipẹ́tipẹ́. Ó tó di ìfọ́n wá kàdíkè o.
Kí Mèrìkẹ́ tó dé.
Dáná bí ṣáná gbà kan. Ká tó máa lo ṣáná òṣèlú.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hold on to the music, everybody. If you're new here, this is your favorite show that you're going to love and enjoy. This show is called ETO IGBEYAWO. Let's talk traditional weddings and more with Meettheroyals. The purpose of this show is to talk to us about everything Nigerian traditional marriage. Things are evolving, things are changing, things are moving from what it used to be to, you know, of course, we know that this generation, we Gen Zs, I don't know, I don't know how many of us know that we the Gen Zs, you know, things are changing, and we talk about everything traditional marriage, traditional wedding, the Nigerian traditional wedding especially, and also we talk more on Yoruba traditional wedding. We also talk about everything family, tradition, every home, everything marriage, everything. This is what this show is all about. Oh, and today we're going to be talking about one very important, very occurrence that happened to one of my brides just coming to me again, or in vogue. So because the reasons and the logic behind it are very good. And also, I've said it on this show as well. I did a topic on this show where I spoke about traditions, the Nigerian or Yoruba traditional marriage rights, or should I say the traditional right that should be abolished. So I'm not all on about, oh, we have to retain tradition. No, obviously there are some traditions that happen in some places, and people were bringing in a lot of things, you know, on that day. But the focus today is not on what should be abolished, but it's on what should be retained. And then what we're going to be talking about today, particularly for today's topic, is going to be streamlined to Yoruba brides and the Yoruba grooms. And it's talking about the Yoruba bridal veil and the groom's cap. What all you need to know about the Yoruba bridal veil and the groom's cap, all you need to know about them, because I mean, I wrote 2 books, you know. Both of them are actually on what's it called now as I speak. Both of them are on Amazon as I speak. One of the books talk about the evolution of the Nigerian traditional marriage, past, present, and future. You know, as time goes on, what is like a book? I don't even know. And it's talking about how Nigerian traditional marriage things are changing just from all parts of the world as well, just like it is in every part of the world. Things are changing as well. So I can understand that things have changed. You know, ojutila, like my people will say, "Wani ojutila." You know, I wonder what happened in the days back in the days. Maybe the eyes were closed though. I don't understand. When people say ojutila nowadays, you know, were you Olajula Wayo? That's why I love that song from Alhaji Saheed Osupa. The song that says is because of civilization. That's why we abandon all the things that we used to cherish, that we used to celebrate, that we used to love. And some of the things that she was mentioning that we used to do were great. And some of them were like, you get a CB. Anyway, on today's topic, we're going to be talking about the importance of all that you need to know about the Yoruba bridal veil. The veil that they put on the Yoruba bride. I know a little bit about every other tribe, but I am very sure that I do know quite a lot about the Yoruba traditional marriage compared to other tribes. So if you're from any other tribe here today and you have a contribution, you have something to say, please feel free to say so. Because so many times on this show, when I bring up topics, I bring up topics based on my knowledge of my own what's it called now, from my own part of the world. Then people start coming up with all sort of things. They say, that's how it is in the Bibio, that's how it is in the Joe, that's how it is also in this. So if you're on this show or you're not from Yoruba part of Nigeria and you want to share something that is similar to what we're saying, please feel free to do so. Because I always say to us on this show every week, I always say that I am not here to come and tell you that, oh, this is how it should be, this is how it shouldn't be. I'm actually here to share my little knowledge and also to learn from anyone that I want to share knowledge on this show. So if you do have a knowledge that I want to share on this show, please feel free. This show, that's why it is a give and take. I call it an interactive show. You know, it's an interactive show whereby you're free to say something and I'm also free to say something. So if you come on my timeline, while I'm live, especially on TikTok, I will invite you to join the show. I've sent invites to some people. It's taking time to accept them. If you have something to say, please feel free to send me an invite and I'm going to be telling you. But I always love to start the conversation with questions. Does anybody even know? Have you any idea of what a bridal veil is? Let's talk about that first, people. What's a bridal veil? Especially the Yoruba bridal veil. Or I would also ask as well, is it only Yoruba brides that wear veils? What's a Yoruba bridal veil? Let's talk about it. If you know how can we explain? If you find someone that is non-Yoruba, or you find someone is a non-Nigerian, and they are asking us, what is the meaning of Yoruba bridal veil? What does it mean? How do you explain to people as a Yoruba person? Or if you are not Yoruba, or you're familiar, or you're married into the Yoruba family, or you know someone that is, how can you explain what a Yoruba bridal veil is? People, I'll appreciate if you can please inform people, share the show, let people know that the show has started. I can see quite a number of people are not here that would normally be here. Please, if you know anybody that would normally be on this show and they're not here, or you know anyone that you think they would be interested or will enjoy the show, please invite them, let them know that the show has started. So let's take it on from there. Somebody said it is a symbol for purity. Ooh, wow, that's deep. That's coming from me. It says a symbol for purity. Somebody said it is for all women. He said it's for all women. Thank you. Somebody said before they shoot ashoke or they use, I'm sure the person is trying to write, they use ashoke or damask as bridal veil for Yoruba, but not anymore. Okay. People, let's keep it going. Thank you, Mide. Thank you, Tokmesikiru, for your contribution. Somebody said bridal veil is a symbol of purity. I was asking what a bridal veil means. What's a bridal veil? Kini nǹkan tí à ń pè ní aṣọ ìbòjú fún ìyàwó. Because we know that bridal veil, is it just Yoruba bride that wear veils? Is it just Yoruba brides that wear bridal veil? Somebody said bridal veil represents purity. Somebody said it used to be before it used to be ashoke and damask and stuff that they used to cover the bride's face, which I love that contribution. I'm going to say why I love that contribution later. Okay, people. Some people were invited on this show and they've disappeared now. Maybe they feel, topic anyway, we are all here to learn. So keep it coming. I've asked 2 questions now. 2 people have answered my first question. I'm asking another question again. And my other question is, is it that wear veils? Is it only Yoruba brides? My used to people, if you know any of my questions, if you know answer to any of my, thank you, Yoruba. Somebody said no. I said, is it only Yoruba brides that wear veil? Somebody said no. Please, if you answer my question, tell me why you choose that answer. Why did you say no, ma? Somebody said no. It's only Yoruba bride that wear veil. They said no. So, which other tribe wear veils? Somebody said you should share the live to encourage more. How do we even share this live? Hey, God. Some of us are illiterate when it comes to this TikTok of a thing. Please share, click on it and let me know. Olori Jayola said they use it to cover the face of the bride and ask the family to identify the bride. This person has gone a step ahead of me because I was going to get to a point where I was going to say the reasons why brides wear veil. I had that written down. So this person has gone a step ahead of me, which is good. I love when people think outside the box. Reasons why brides wear veil. Okay, we're going to discuss brides first before we go to the groom's filler. So, okay, people have been saying a lot of things. Somebody said, no, it's not only Yoruba brides that wear veil, but most tribe does. It is epitome of wife to the family. Thank you so much. People are saying a lot of things that are covering. I am Yemuk said it's used to cover your comment too. It's because I can't see it. Please, if you want to join the live on TikTok, please feel free to. I like to hear from other people. Somebody said not only Yoruba bride, most tribe does. It is an epitome of courage. Thank you, Tokwe Sikiru. Thank you so much. I'm Yemog. Thank you. I hope I said your name properly. Olori Jayola. Thank you. Everybody has said it. The bridal veil is to cover the bride before the official introduction to the of the wife to the family, to the groom's family. I believe that's what we're saying. Okay, and now I was trying to narrate the reason why I brought this topic back. I've had this topic a few times on this show before. I brought it back because of an occurrence that happened at the wedding I did recently. I happened to be a bridal alaga on I was alaga for both sides. And then I actually usually go outside to go and meet my brides to check if they are covered, because most of them will just enter the premises with their veil, without their veils. A lot of times I see brides coming into the hall without their veil. So because of that, I always quickly go and see them before they come in to tell them that, oh, have you got your veil on? I hope you know that you have to come in with your veil and blah blah blah. Some of them will say, no, auntie, I don't want to cover my face. I want to come into the hall without my veil on. I'm like, why? Your veil is part of your dignity. Not everybody should see you before your family, your groom's family see you. Some of them will say, oh, auntie, I'm hot. Some of them will say, oh, auntie, I just don't want it. I just want for the sake of picture, for content and all of that. So on this particular occasion, I went to meet the bride. I blocked the bride before she came into the hall. And I said, please put your veil on. Because I saw one of our friends holding the veil. You know. So this lady said, no, I don't want to come into the hall with my veil on. So we had this conversation about it. The conversation went back and forth. So eventually, she reluctantly agreed to put the veil on. The bride reluctantly agreed to put the veil on to come into the hall. I was almost being looked at as auntie wala yin pojo. Which one is your own? Hey, Mommy Joanne Lucon is here. Thank you, Mommy, for coming on the show. Thank you to those that are just joining us. Please share the show. Share, people. Please tap Instagram, TikTok. Please, let's keep this live going. And to those that are just joining us, we are having a discussion today about the bridal veil and the groom's hat. Everything that needs to be known about the bridal veil and the groom's cap. Sometimes, if you don't know the reason behind a particular action or a particular, thing, or you don't know the usefulness of a particular item, abuse is inevitable. You're likely to abuse that item. I will cite an example. For example, if you give, what do I call it now? Maybe like money, let's say £50 notes. If you give it to a toddler, because the toddler does not understand the meaning of the money, or a baby, they're probably going to start chewing it or put it in their mouth. They don't understand. They don't know that money is valuable. Or they can just shove it in the bin, they can shove it anywhere, they can leave it carelessly and what have you. And the reason is because they do not understand how important that particular item is. That's why they just treat it anyhow. Sometimes you can't blame these young people for not taking the necessary steps when it comes to the traditional wedding rites. They have no clue. They don't know, which was the reason behind all the books I'm writing recently. The evolution of Nigerian traditional marriage, past, present, and future. I always gift it to all my couples, to let them go back and read the reason behind every action that we did. Some people just think traditional marriage is just for fun. They think it's just to, just to have fun and just buy a shobi and then gather our friends and all of that, because they don't know. And that's why we're doing this. So people have said the reason behind, the meaning of bridal veil. Somebody said for coverage, somebody said for dignity, somebody said, it's an epitome of coverage. We're going to talk into details about what the bridal veil actually represents. Now, this bride I'm talking to you about, I told her before she came into the premises, I said, please cover your face. Because I could see that she was about to come in without covering her face. I said, cover, use your veil. She said, Auntie, why? I don't want to cover my face. My friends are doing content. I want them to see my face. And I've seen a lot of weddings, a lot of big weddings, a lot of weddings. The bride dancing into the premises with their veil, without their veil. And you know that nowadays, you have to be careful. You can't just put your mouth into people's affairs. Some people will come for you. They will come for you. They'll be like, that was in your own days, So when I see brides come into the premises without veil, there's a way to someone who is a custodian of culture, and for somebody who actually had been around, especially in this profession for quite a while. I believe I owe the society a duty to kind of call people's attention to what they don't know. Well, it doesn't mean they're going to follow the instruction. It doesn't mean that they're going to do it, but we have the duty to kind of put the message out there, So when halfway, this bride actually unveiled herself halfway as they were dancing. And by that time, so by the time they came close to the front, one of the big names, I will not mention names. One of the wedding was a big, big people's wedding. I don't want to mention it because I don't want to embarrass the person in question. Someone that is a big name in the society was in that wedding. And she just beckoned to me. Someone said, Alaga, this person wants to see you. I was like, Kilo Shelley. When I went to her, she said, why is your bride not veiled? Take it on board that they did not say, why is the bride not veiled? They pointed the question at me, why is your bride not veiled? I was like, no, she's veiled though. They said, well, she's not veiled. Look at her. By the time I looked back, she had removed the veil. I was embarrassed because it made it look like I always say to them, even when we have meetings, but for chose to unveil us. Thank you for joining us, Kemosi. We appreciate you. Someone said me, I will listen. By God's grace, you will tell him I listen anyway. Let me read comments before I keep going. Let's allow them to take it off in between and take it off and hand it over to the bride's mom, since she will not cover, always complain. I do understand that. Now, this is where we need to say, and I would appreciate people's contribution. Please say something. Why is everybody on TikTok quiet? I'll be a message. Hey, I'm not hearing them. Please say something if you can hear me. About it. The ladies of nowadays don't listen anymore. Yes, they don't. Now, me as an alaga, on the bride. So when I told them, now let me go back to Baba's contributions for some, we make mistakes, we learn and unlearn a lot of things. Nobody knows it all. You understand? But when Baba talked about the fact that I let them have it halfway, because obviously they cannot use veil in front of their parents, and then they're not supposed to cover their face in front of their parents, so they are free to wear the veil from the entrance anyway. So when they're not going to their husband's house, the mother can veil them. That answers my question here. Who is supposed to veil the bride? I will now respond to that. We will first of all take this conversation from what Yababa has just said. Why does the bride have to wear veil? Somebody said for covering. Some people have said it's a sign of dignity. Some people have said a lot of things about the reasons behind bride wearing veil. Now, we're going to take it one after the other. Somebody said, want me to pray. Okay, let's talk about this reason behind the bride wearing a veil. Like we have rightly said, ma'am, somebody has said it, it's for covering, it's for dignity, it's for, quite a lot of things. But I now want to emphasize on what your Baba said. Why do I have to wear veil when I'm not yet being